know what worsted weight even is? And the answer is no. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Crochet Envy, and today we will be reviewing Red Heart Granny Square All-in-One. You're like, I've seen a million videos of people reviewing this already. What makes you so special? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. However, I will say the only reason I bought this yarn is because a little known store called Joann Fabrics is going out of business and I bought it on sale. So that's why I'm reviewing it. Okay, to get started, we're gonna go over the detailing of this yarn. I'll put up pictures so you know exactly what we're working with. This specific colorway is the... Can I speak? I don't think so. This colorway is called Black Cyberleaf. Ooh. It is a medium weight 4. I believe it's a worsted weight. I am not the best at knowing what makes or breaks yarn into being worsted, but I'm going to assume it is worsted weight because I believe I've heard from other people that Red Heart Super Saver is worsted. So I would assume that the Red Heart Granny Square All-in-One is also a worsted weight. Point in time, say it's a worsted weight, and if I am lying out my ass, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am just a guy who is trying to review this yarn. So yes, it's a medium 4 weight. The recommended hook size for it is a 5.5 millimeter, aka I9. Is that what it's called? But I personally, when I'm looking at my hooks, I only go by like the millimeter sizes. Do you guys do that? Anybody else? Any Americans watching? What do you do? Any of you? You in the back. You listening to this video while somebody else is watching it. How do you tell what your hook sizes are? Interesting, you don't have an answer for me. On my hook it says I, so yeah. Okay, like I was saying, this yarn is 100% acrylic, you know it. I believe you can wash it in the washing machine. Ooh, I did not realize that when I bought this. That makes me like it more. A little behind the scenes about me when I was prepping for this video and I was finding my 5.5. I saw my 6 millimeter hook and I said, I should grab that. If I have to switch hooks while using this yarn and I don't have it prepped next to me, I'm gonna lose my mind a little bit. And then I thought to myself, no, but I'm just like anticipating the worst with it. And I should give the yarn the benefit of the doubt and let it prove to me that this is the right hook size, even though I know I've seen other people have to size up for it. And then I called myself cynical and I said, no. If you have to, you'll just get up, even though you don't want to. And I was like, So I know within the instructions of how to use this yarn and how to make the squares that it wants you to make a chain 4, well, instead of a magic circle to make your granny square, to like begin your granny square. I'm gonna be honest, I am not going to do that. And you're gonna be like, doesn't that mean you're going against what you said previously and coming into this with a bad mindset of not doing it exactly how it said? Yes, I am but a man. I contain multitudes. I'm sorry. So, like I said, I've started us off with a magic circle just because I like that better. So, starting with my first cluster. I tried my best also because I know it says to leave a 4-inch tail. I tried my best. I'm am not anywhere near my measuring tape right now. So I'm just gonna go into this hoping for the best and hoping that this was in fact 4 inches. And if I have to undo it and like redo it to make sure that it actually is 4 inches, I'll do that. But for right now, we're just going crazy with it. So, how's everyone's day going? Mine is going good. I went to my Joann's, obviously, because I bought this yarn. I saw a movie with my friend Emmy. We saw, okay. He was waiting. I'm sorry, real quick, to interrupt my tangent. Oh, there's some black in my green. See, this is what I was wondering. I was like, how do you consistently like do the colors within this to get it so it's like not merging like randomly when you do the dyeing? Cause like, that makes me, I'm like, every variegated yarn I've ever used has had like tiny little things like this where like one color is within the other color. And I was like, oh, they must have to like really go it's a big company, I don't know, I thought this. I was like, they must have to really go through their like colors while dyeing and make sure that like nothing's bled into the other colors. Turns out I was wrong. Turns out there's black in my green. Not the biggest issue in the world, but I'm just annoyed with it. I don't know. Call me crazy. Okay, back to the last breath. Next thing's next. I obviously have like way more green than I thought I should. So I am going to undo this because my tail was apparently not long enough. Or my tension is whack. It couldn't be a me problem, right? It has to be a product issue. Alright, I'll come back to you in a minute when I'm hopefully done making the beginning part of the square. It seems to be going better than last time, so we'll find out. Please let us have a moment of silence for the fact that I do, in fact, have to change hook sizes. Your boy did it. Nope, I'm not coming in with that energy. Take two. First square, done. Take 3. First square is done, yay! Alright. And the first square is done, woo! This yarn definitely needs to be blocked. And anybody who doesn't block it, I'm like, y'all are stronger than me. The way it sits, I'm like, you need to be tampered down just a bit. Look at this colorway though, it's so pretty. It kind of is giving me not only Gwen from Total Drama Island, but it's also kind of giving me like kind of night sky. I don't know, this is kind of giving me like star vibes in like late at night vibes. Initial thoughts after working up this square. I know I've already said that a lot of this already, but my biggest issue that I have faced with this yarn so far is I had to change hook size back and forth between these two multiple times. And even then, when I was on like a certain hook size, I had to like change my tension like a lot. And I don't know about you guys, it hurts my shoulder to no fucking end to do that. Like, I have my way of crocheting. I have my sort of tension that I like to do. And with that comes a certain way of doing it so I don't have shoulder pain. I had shoulder pain a lot when I was like a beginner crocheter, and eventually you're supposed to find your tension, right? And like do what's good for your body and what works for your body. And with this yarn, I just don't think that's possible. And that's like the really sucky part about this yarn, is that like it's not designed in a way that like makes it consistent so that you can be consistent with it. And I don't think there's any possible human way for like there to be any consistency with it. I will test this out though. I want to do a full square, start off the square and everything with my 6mm and see if that maybe does allow for consistency, just starting off the same way, because changing and then changing back every other row is not good for me and my body personally. So I will come back to you when I have a second square done, and hopefully it will be all done in the 6mm. Okay, so hello, I'm sort of back. I am in a new location, my couch, my living room. I live in a studio apartment. Where I was filming before is barely a foot away. I do kind of have to eat my words a little bit, because I have done basically a whole square, just need the final row with the 6mm hook. I should put this down so it's not distracting anyone. So I've done it basically with the entire 6mm for the entire way, and like I've had to change my tension a few times here and there to get it to work, but it's not as grueling or hurting my shoulder at all compared to how much the fucking changing between the 5.5mm and the 6 did with the first square. So I'm really happily like surprised and like, how do I say this? I'm happy to find that it did work, and what I thought would work turned out to be true. It is just a little bit silly though that like I have not seen anybody in any of the other videos be able to properly use the recommended hook size either. Yeah, that's interesting to me. I'm wondering if they like just like changed the hook size to like 6mm. Let me rephrase. Sorry. I wonder if they changed the recommended hook size to 6mm or 6.5mm, if that would just like in general work better for this yarn. I don't know. I'm just a reviewer right now. I'm not somebody that gets to tell fucking Red Heart what to do, but if each person I've seen has had to like size up their hook, at this point just make the hook size or hook recommended size a little bit higher on the thing so nobody has this issue. If you can do it and your tension works with like the recommended hook size, comment below, because I want to know what your little secrets are for that. Okay, hello, it is officially a new day and I have made 4 of the granny squares. Yes, they are so cute. I think what I'm gonna do next with these is I'm going to make a balaclava, like a little hood. One of my favorite YouTubers on here, Passionate Kelsey, just released a tutorial I think last Friday on how to make a balaclava with like granny squares, and I think you only need 4 of them to do it. So I thought that would be cute, especially since I'm going to Alaska soon and it's supposed to be snowing while I'm there. So I was like, I'm gonna need like a hood to protect my little head. Of course I am. So I'm just like, I'm excited. At first I gotta steam these. that's what I do for blocking. That's just, I can't do the whole dunking them in the water. I just steam them and then I lay them out on my blocking board, obviously. So I gotta steam them and then I gotta assemble the balaclava, and then officially I think I'm gonna give my last thoughts and opinions about this yarn when it's like made into an actual project. So come along with me, let's go steam them. Ooh. Okay, so hello again, friends. It is the next day. I'll be honest with you, I was gonna do this yesterday when I got home from work, and then I got home from work and I went, I'm done for the day. I'm not doing any more work for the next like 12 hours. So here I am now filling up the steamer, so I will be steaming them finally. Okay, hey, so I've been working on the ribbing to the bottom of the balaclava. I still have a ton left to go, but I kind of want to try it on and see how it looks. I know it's not done anywhere near being done, but I just figured out which one was the bottom, and now I can't. Oh, here it is. I decided. Whoa. This ribbing may be too long for my neck. Oh no. I do have something to admit to you guys. Last night I made a tester balaclava, and you're gonna be like, but it's been taking you like forever to do all of this kind of stuff. In my defense, let me take this off. The main reason is I was kind of worried that I was gonna mess this one up, and plus I also really wanted to block the squares. When I was like looking at them pre-blocked, they were a little funky, and I was worried that when I stitched them together like this, if I had done it pre-blocking, they would have been it would have been like even funkier laying than it kind of already is. I'm glad that I blocked it because it made it the same length and kind of like flattened everything out. But one of the problems that I had with the tester balaclava is, I don't know if you can see in the photo, the ribbing around the neck is a little short. It's a little short. And now, so I made this one a little longer. I'll be honest. Okay, I didn't follow what Kelsey said to do originally for the ribbing, for the tester one, because I was skipping around the video, I'll be honest. So I went back because I went, this is too short. I should have listened to how much she changed for the ribbing for the neck. And then this time around, I did what she did, and now I'm like, it's too long. So I think I have to find a Goldilocks length that's just right for my neck, because I have a short neck. Oh no. Yeah, I'm really obsessed with how this is coming out though. I'm obsessed with the ribbing. I decided for it that I was just gonna use the all-in-one, like a regular variegated yarn, and see how it turned out. And it's kind of, I don't know if it's giving you guys this, it's kind of giving me like the static lines on like an old television. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or like this, yeah. I like it. I like it. Or the MTV, like, you know how the MTV TV looks? It's kind of giving me that. I really like it. And I just really, I don't like this yarn as an all-in-one yarn, but I really, really like it as a variegated yarn. Like, I wish they did this just a normal variegated yarn kind of way. So it wasn't such a, like, tiny pieces of each color, because I love this color. I love this color a lot, and I would like this one to be a little longer than it is, and like not as much black. But that's not what this yarn is meant to be doing, so I know I'm using it in an incorrect way, so I can't really complain. But this is a review video, so I'm going to, because I can. But I'll get back to you guys when I am done with both the ribbing and the around area for the face. So see you. None of the ends are weaved in, obviously, but this is what it looks like with the ribbing fully done. Yes. I'm not obsessed with how it's like shaping. I think I'm gonna make little ears. How cute would that be? Little ears, maybe either bunny ears or like little bear ears to like hide the fact that this is kind of like wonk as fuck. Because I'll be honest, even though I made that texture one, I don't think I like connected these squares as nicely as that one. But I do like how it's shaping the face a lot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make little ears to go with this. Okay, I am back after a very long week. I got sick. It's been raining in LA where I live. I failed at putting the cat ears on the balaclava, but it's okay. You saw the finished version of what it looks like. It is currently packed away in my suitcase for my trip to go to Alaska. There's construction going on outside. Okay. Hopefully you can't hear it. Like all throughout like this video, I think I've been very consistent with like how I've been feeling about this yarn, and I've said this multiple times throughout. My main problem with the yarn, let me leave my main problem. Some of my minor problems with this yarn, like I've obviously said this, it's like hard to find a consistency with this yarn of like what to do for the tensions. I sized up even to, where is it? I tried to size up to this 6.5 millimeter hook and it still didn't work. It worked for one row and then it didn't work the next. So I don't know what to do to get like a good consistency for this yarn, and it just like is not working out for me. I also have a huge issue with the colors. I've said it, you've heard me bitch about it. I just don't like, it's specifically the black. The black is like bleeding through the entire like skein into like different colors every time a new square starts. Like I showed you guys in the squares that I was making. I'm also trying to finish up the yarn by like turning it into a scarf, and even then there's still just like black just running and running through it, and I hate it. Because I know that's an issue that all variegated yarns have, but it feels like this one is particularly bad when it comes to like the crossover / bleeding of other colors. And I don't think I've ever seen it like get to like that degree in a variegated yarn before, and I just don't enjoy because like the colors, the blues, the greens, they're so pretty, and it just sucks to have just like a splash of black through it. And I'm like, oh, I wish this, like, especially since it's like so short for like the beginning, like green, it's like such a short time that you have with that color, and then like for the most part it's got like green, black like just all through it. I find that annoying. But my main problem that I have with this yarn, it ties into the consistency issue. Because this yarn you can't find a consistent tension for, you have to switch hook sizes, you have to like loosen your tension, you have to like retighten your tension. It my arm up so bad. Like my shoulder, even like I haven't used that yarn in like a week because it's, I'll be honest with you guys, it's been raining, it's been like I got sick, so it's just like been like I haven't been working with it, and yet I still am having like the leftover effects of like how badly like shifting my tension like so drastically with this yarn has left on me. Like I've had to been resting my arm, I'm like to a degree that I think is just like so insane that happened to like because of one yarn. And I know it's because of that yarn, because like when I was using it, it was like such a clear thing to me that it was like messing up my like shoulder, and I tried to take as many breaks as I could like in between using it, but it's still like the consistency change just like was too drastic of a thing for my body. So yeah, not good for me, and I don't think that's good for others if they have the same issue. Overall though, like I've said, the colorway is very beautiful. That's my top like thing that I like about this yarn. But I think I would score it on like a scale from 1 to 5. I'd score it about a 2. Cause like I like that it's machine washable. I like that it's machine dryable. I like the texture of the yarn. I like the colorway, but I don't like what its intended purpose is. Which is not the point. I shouldn't be using this yarn like a normal variegated yarn. I should be using it to make just granny skirts, but I don't want to use it for that. Oh! Red heart. I think this is just proving to me maybe I should check out their Flower Power one and see if that goes any better. I don't think it will, but stay tuned, that might be the next video coming up. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is my first vlog relating to like anything yarn related, anything crochet related. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey for this video. Please click the subscribe button and join me for whatever comes next. I've been Crochet Envy. Have a great day. Up, I'm in Alaska. Can you see? Yeah, that's how beautiful everything is. They did lose my luggage. It wasn't even the hotel. It's not the hotel that lost it. It's the airline, Alaskan airline. You got me fucked up. So I'm wearing a little cotton bucket hat instead of the like balaclava I've been making this entire time, which I think is just hilarious. The turn of events. And it's just my luck that like I wouldn't have it. But anyway, excited to be here. The balaclava arrived. Here I am in the snow in it. Red heart, you're keeping me so warm. Thank you, babes.